Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I have some really cute makeup to try out for you guys today. I picked up the Paws and Claws palettes from Menagerie Cosmetics. These launched on Black Friday. They retail for $36 a piece, $72 for the bundle, but during that time there was like a 25% off site-wide going on, so I was able to, I believe, score these at a discount. Currently these guys are sold out, but they are planning on releasing these shades very soon as singles, and they did say if the demand is there, then they will keep these palettes around. So here is an up-close look at Claws. I think you know why I love Claws. Those of you that have been on my channel a while, you guys know I love cats. I don't have any pets right now, but I do plan on getting maybe one or two kittens this coming year, so we'll see. Next up we have Paws, and I do love dogs as well. I've never owned a dog. I've never had a dog. I've always had cats. I love this color story, by the way. I do want to mention that these palettes, they swatched out well. I have already done like an Instagram reel where I was swatching them. If you want to check it out, it is at Steff's Beauty Stash, but today I'm going to be creating two looks. One look with each palette. I'm also going to be kind of talking my way through the look as far as why I'm choosing a shade and placement. Some of you have been asking me in several different videos if I could go ahead and talk about that, and I thought this would be the perfect time, perfect opportunity to hopefully help you all that maybe struggle with your eyeshadow placement, or maybe what brush to use, or why I'm using a particular shade, and just, you know, kind of like a mini tutorial, so to speak. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff, and this is what I love to do. Love trying out new makeup. I am definitely a new makeup review channel. I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos. We talk about makeup here a lot, and we have a great time while doing it. If that sounds like somewhere you want to be and something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, I tend to upload quite a bit. Do me a favor, click on the subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Menagerie Cosmetics, or you also think that these are the cutest little eyeshadow palettes you've seen all year, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, everything that I'm using will be linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I have been waiting all week to dive into these little cutie pies. Now is the time. If you guys want to see Paws and Claws from Menagerie Cosmetics in action, keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to start first with the Claws palette, and I am going to talk to you a little bit about the placement and my shade selection. So this is a really cute 9-pan palette. Now, first things that I noticed the matte shades, and of course I noticed the shimmer shadows. So in this palette, we're getting 4 shimmer shades and 5 matte shades. Now, I look at the depth and the tone of the palette of the matte shades first. I look to see that we have 2 light shades. This is going to be more of like a light to medium tone palette. Not too sure how deep this brown is going to get, but you can see that the red and green are definitely more mid-tone, and then these other 2 shades are definitely more light. So with the light shades, you can throw that in the transition area, and then with like these 2 shades, they can definitely be crease shades, or they can be all over the lid. And then of course this, you can do anything with this one. I mean, you can do anything with any of them really, but this would be a good one for like deepening up the outer corner, really adding the definition to the crease area. So what I think I want to do, I definitely want to work with the green. I want to see, now you'll notice that these 2 are different tones. This is warmer, this is cooler. Sometimes I don't mind mixing them, but sometimes you have to be careful. So it could be trial and error when you're mixing undertones. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack the green all over the lid, and then if I need to, I'm going to use this shade to lightly blend it into the transition area. And of course, one thing you'll want to have ready are your makeup brushes. I want to just, let me put these in order here. So these 2 are blending brushes, and you see that they're different sizes. The gray one is a BK Beauty, and the black one is a Rephr brush. So the lower you get to the lash line, the smaller your brushes are going to get. This is the one I'm going to use right now. This is from BK Beauty. This is the, what is it, the 203 brush, and you'll see that it's a flat brush, and it's going to be perfect just for me packing the shadow on the lid. So this is the one I'm going to start with. And this green shade, this one is called Catnip. I did prime my eyelids. My favorite primer of the moment and all year actually has been the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. That primer just has done an amazing job at helping my eyeshadow last all day and it doesn't crease. Now you could easily just have this be your one and done matte shade. I tend to use 3 matte shades for my looks, but in this case, I'm probably going to end up just using, when I say 3, I mean 3 up here on the lid, but I have a feeling this could be the only matte shade that I use up here, because I'm now going to take the Rephr 14 and I'm going to make sure it's cleaned off. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the green. And I'm going to use that green just to lightly blend the edges, very light pressure, and kind of just to help shape the look. Now, if I want to wing it out, I would go in an upward motion. I'm not going to do that. It's going to have a little bit more rounded of a look, but keep your damp beauty sponge handy. That way you can kind of just clean up the edges a little bit. That's always very helpful. And I don't use any particular motion. You'll see that I'm just using, you know, small circular motions or windshield wiper motions, just anything to help get the blend. And this is a beautiful green. I'm picking up just a little bit more and applying it in the crease. And then I lightly just blend upwards, kind of to make it seem like I have 2 different matte shades on when really it's just one. Now I'm going to get this small little BH Cosmetics pencil brush, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the dark brown and I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. Now again, how did I know to choose these shades? Well, the green grass, the brown dirt, kind of think about nature, think about your surroundings. Those are easy ways to know what to pair with what. I feel like green is a neutral, so I kind of treat green as a neutral, but brown is also a neutral as well. And then just look to see what you have in the palette. There really is, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong way. If you like the way it looks and maybe it's a combo that I wouldn't pair together, but it looks great on you, then there's nothing wrong with that. That's better. So far, and you'll see I'm getting my sponge, just kind of cleaning up the edge a little bit. So far, I think the shadows are performing well. I like the way the look is turning out. Now, I want to do one of these shimmer shades, and some of these have like a duochrome effect to them. I think, let's see, this is more of like a pink purple. This one looks so pretty. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one and I'm going to apply this pretty much, I'm going to start in the center. This shade is called Toe Beans and I'm taking it on a damp Morphe M124. I pick up the product first and then I just spray it with some setting spray. And I'm just dabbing it on the center. Pink and green are great color combinations. They go so beautifully together. So do green and purple, pink and purple. Oh, I love the way that looks. Now, not everything has to be deep, dark, dramatic. This is a great look, and I only used 1 matte shade on the lid. This was very easy. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more of catnip right out here just to kind of help blend the edge between the matte and the shimmer. For the inner corner, I'm going to go in with the shade. You always want to go in with something bright, something that's just going to open up the eye. I'm going to use that same little BH Cosmetics brush and I am going to spray it. Put that right in here. Ooh, that is beautiful. Now with the eyeliner, I tend to just tightline with some black eyeliner for the top lash line, and then for the lower waterline, I kind of just mix it up. I'll do like maybe a different color, or maybe I'll just keep it black. In this case, I'm probably gonna go maybe for a pink or for a green, we'll see. But let me take care of those finishing touches off camera and I will be right back to show you the completed look with the Menagerie Claws palette. Okay guys, so here's the completed look with the Claws palette. I added my Shop Miss A Alexis lashes. Those are my favorite pair of lashes. I opted to bring the green down to the lower lash line, so I went in with this one from LA Girl. It's a Neon Shockwave eyeliner, and this one is in the shade Gotcha. The mascara I'll be wearing in today's video is this one from Flower Beauty, and it is the Warrior Princess Mascara. I didn't do any top liner on the lash line. What I did instead was use what was left, or what is left of my Give by Gwen Stefani eyeliner in the shade Spiderwebs, and I just kind of used that to tight line after I had already applied my lashes to kind of just thicken up, like kind of not thicken up the lash band, but to make it all kind of look seamless right here where I placed the falsie. And I like the way the look turned out. As far as palette performance, I feel the two shimmer shades I used are beautiful. I will say that I'm not too sure on the matte shades. I used two of the matte shades, and I feel like they kind of lost a little of their vibrancy as I was going about creating the look and then adding the lash and the mascara. I had to, you know, touch up a little bit. I feel like maybe I've experienced better Menagerie matte formula in the past, but we'll see. Now we're going to move on and we're going to start playing with the Paws palette. All right, so for Paws, we're definitely getting more depth in this palette, and this is what I like. I like a good palette that goes from light to medium to deep, or just medium to deep in general. I'm loving this pop of yellow. I think that is something that I want to do. I'm loving these two blue shades. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this yellow shade like right in here in the inner corner. So I'm going to start working with these two blue shades first. And this is the first blue shade I'm going to go in with. This one is called Puppy Dog Eyes. Now I'm taking Puppy Dog Eyes on a Rephr 01. And since I want to leave that inner corner free for the yellow, and I don't want them to get muddy because they can, I'm going to be very careful. What's good about this brush is it's kind of like a shader brush, but you can also blend with it. It's like a multi-purpose brush. But you're going to see, I'm going to treat this lighter blue kind of just like as my transition shade. And I'm bringing it higher up towards the brow bone. I'm also blending it in the crease a bit. That's because we're just going to go in with a deeper blue, so they'll complement each other perfectly. And I just start, you see me packing, and then I'll lightly just blend. That's what's good about this brush, is you can do both. Now I'm going to go in with that Rephr 14 that I used for the other look. I'm going in with a deeper blue. This one is called Woof Woof. And I'm just going to fill in the empty space here. And I'm also going to be blending this into the crease. These shades are layering really well with one another. Going back in with the Rephr 01, no additional product, just to blend, especially like out here. Now on that little BH Cosmetics pencil brush, I'm going to pick up the yellow. The yellow is called Pupper. And is it, wow. Wow. That shows up more yellow on my monitor than it does in my mirror. Wow. Now you don't want to blend these into each other because then it's just going to get all muddy. That's why I got a small brush and I just kind of stamped. Love that. Okay, now we need a shimmer, and I think I'm going to do a combination of the green, these two right here. This is going to be for the inner portion. This will be for the outer portion. I'm going to start with the outer portion. I am using a damp Morphe M124, picking up the product first and then spraying the brush with setting spray. Now I'm going to flip the brush around and go in with that next shade, the lighter green, and I am going to spray the brush again. I'm not taking it to where the yellow is. It's right where the two meet. and this empty space on the lid. Now I'm going to use a Refer 13, which is a very, very small brush, and I'm picking up that first blue shade, and I'm going to just use it to blend right in here where I laid the shimmer kind of towards on the crease. Just lightly blend. Now I'm going to pick up some of the darker blue, just add it back. Very, very light pressure. Now let's try going in with the green for the lower lash line. I'm using a Refer 26. Now obviously I chose green because we have some green shimmer, so to kind of tie it all together. Notice I'm not taking the green all the way through. I'm leaving that yellow by itself because I don't want anything to get muddy. Now right in here, I always not forget, but it's just hard to get that area sometimes. So I'm going to go in with the dark blue and just kind of touch it up a little bit. Just dab it on in there. I'm going to add some more yellow. I do see a green, this one. This one would probably look nice on the lower lash line. I guess let's try it. Let's try it. And I'm going to use that BH Cosmetics pencil brush. Actually, no, since that is the one I was using for the yellow, I'll use this one from Shop Miss A. I'm going to pick some up and I'm going to spray. Keep that right on the lash line. So this is the same shimmer I had out here. I'm just bringing it down. Okay, now I think we have our shadows down. Let me add the finishing touches and I'll be right back to show you the completed look with Paws. Okay guys, here's a completed look with the Paws palette. Same mascara, same lash for the lower waterline. Another LA Girl Neon Shockwave eyeliner. This is the blue one right here. This one is in the shade Electric. Love the way the look turned out. Love that bright pop of yellow in the inner corner. I feel like this palette performed better than, unfortunately, the cat palette, the Claws palette. But let me go ahead and wrap up today's video and I'll share with you guys my final thoughts. Alright, so now that I've used both Paws and Claws, I have to say I really feel like the Paws palette is where it's at for me. Yes, I love cats more than I love dogs, but this is definitely a color story that I gravitate towards. I felt like the mattes in this one just performed a little bit better, and maybe they did because they're a little bit deeper in shade. I like that we're getting those three beautiful shimmers. This one is definitely more of the matte heavy palette when you compare it to Claws over here. I think they would both be beautiful together. If you're able, when they come back in stock, because I'm pretty sure they will do at least one more restock of these, see if you can get them as a bundle, because I think the shades in here would definitely be very complementary to the shades that are in the Paws palette. I felt like this one was just a little too light for me, but that's okay. You know, like I mentioned earlier, not everything needs to be deep, dark, and dramatic. There is definitely a place for light, more medium tone shades in all of our makeup collections. This one is going to have the 4 shimmers and the 5 mattes, and then this one is going to have the 6 mattes and the 3 shimmers. I like them both. I think they're beautiful, but I think the dog over here, the pupper, I think this palette is going to win if I'm going to be ranking them. Again, both of these are out of stock right now. They are planning to release these shades as singles, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And, you know, I think it's cute. You're definitely gonna see both of these palettes displayed behind me because I think of the packaging on them is too cute. They are vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, and it does say that the cover art was created by Nicole B. Art. So Nicole, I think you did a beautiful, beautiful job. They're just cute. They're cute to look at. I hope you guys found my little quick tutorial helpful on how to, you know, where to start with your eyeshadow selection and placement and maybe brush selection. Hopefully that portion of the video was able to help you guys, especially those of you that are maybe unsure or new to working with colorful makeup. I think if you apply some of those techniques, I think you should be good to go. But let me know your thoughts now. What did did you think of these two palettes from Menagerie Cosmetics? Did you pick them up during Black Friday? What did you think of the two looks? Which is your favorite? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.